So you want to create a profile from a given elevation. You need your scrap piece of paper, okay? You probably are also going to want to triple click, start your guided access over the area in which you're doing the profile, which is going to be from A to B. Okay? Because you don't want this to move in any way, shape, or form. Got it so far? Okay. You're going to take your piece of paper and line it up with the line from A to B. This is the other reason you need your iPads flat, right? Take your piece of paper and line it up with the line from A to B. Then take your writing utensil, okay? And you're going to, and this is why you need guided access on, because you do not want it to move anywhere that a ISO line comes in contact with that line. You put a little tick mark. Come on, get my mark. Right, so this is where A is. And you do that for every individual line as you go from A to B. So every single ISO line that you hit on that line that you drew from A to B, I'll make these a lot longer for you guys so you can see it. Okay? Okay? The whole point is you need to get where the ISO lines hit it and also how far apart they are.
So draw one for every ISO line?
Every single ISO line from A to B. Question? Yes, you may. Okay? The next thing you are going to do is you're going to take your piece of paper and you are going to now look at the graph and write down what the elevation should be for each of them. So that means you need to know the contour interval, right, to figure this out. So you're just going to write the numbers in right next to the lines. All right, so it's 290, 310, 300, 290. Sorry, I'm doing this upside down, guys. Right. You write their elevation on each one of the lines. Okay, so yours should look like mine. Yes, ma'am. Mm-mm. They're not 0 at that point. Okay. Once you have that, okay, you have that all done. You are going to open up the picture that has the graph attached to it. Right? It's the same picture, or it's the same attachment that you guys just got, but now it's going to have the graph. So if you look at picture 1, here's the piece of graph paper. Okay, so go back on Google Classroom and download this.
I think I messed up.
Why? Just do the best you can. Don't worry, we're going to do plenty of practice with this. What's up? Yeah, the ISO lines, the locations for the ISO lines. Yes. So it's under picture 1. If you can, sure. Right, now I can write all over it. Yes. Okay.
Where's the graph again?
It's on the Google Classroom link.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, if you got 310 for the contour interval for A, should it be 310 for B?
Well, they're on the same contour line, so yeah, it should be the
I
same.
don't know how I know.
You're probably missing a line. Okay, then what you do is you line up A and B with the graph. Right, so your A line and your B line should be lined up at the bottom of your graph. Okay, again, you may want to triple click it. Oh, go back. All right, once you get it lined up, you're probably going to want to put guided access on, but in case, if you don't want to, it's fine. So now the reason why you put the numbers here is so that you can actually draw the dots here. So A is right here. You draw a straight line up till you get to 310, and you put a dot for A at 310. Right? Then you take 300 and you go straight up, and you put a dot on the 300 line. You're going to do this for every single point on here. And yes, it does matter how far apart they are.
Wait, where do you find that?
It's under Google Classroom, the same attachment where you got the map in the first place. It might be easier, guys, if you use a straight edge of some sort. I'm using my horrible ID picture.
Wait, A and B are supposed to like line up perfectly.
Yep, that's why you have to stretch it out and then put guided access on.
Gonzalez is B 300. That's why
No, it's 310.
got it.
270. And keep going to 60. Then 250.
Mine are a lot bigger.
250. Make sure A and B stay lined up, otherwise this will not work.
Should we zoom in?
That's what I said. Make sure you can zoom in, and that's why I said you might want to lock it. You can also, it might be easier if you take this and you bring it up to the line that you're trying to do. All right? And this should be 250 here, 250 here, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, and then back to 310. And yours should look like this. By the time you get all the dots in, it should look like this. You guys all see that? Okay. Then you're going to connect the dots. But when you connect the dots, you have to remember, oh, why is that there? You have to remember that you have two dots down here that are at the same value. You are not drawing a straight line. You are not drawing a straight line between these two dots down here. I'm going to try to make these a little bit bigger so you guys can see them a little bit better. Don't do that. Sure, you can't stop you from getting scrap paper. Well, did you do the guided access on the whole graph? That's when you should do it. You should do it on majority of the graph at least. Okay, so now you are going to connect the dots. But notice how I leave the last part out here. I did not connect the dots to the bottom yet. Okay?
How does it go up? A starts at 310.
Because A starts at 310.
Yeah, isn't that at the top?
It is at the top. I have it upside down so that when I'm taping it, so for me, it would be like this. But
Yeah, exactly.
no, because it's not going to make sense, guys, because this is a reverse view. What you should see
So it's just
should be
going
like
down.
this. Yeah, it goes down. It goes from 310 down.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It goes from 310 all the way down till it gets to 250. Then it hits 250 again, and then it comes back up. Okay? Now, you're going to follow the trend with the 2 points that are 250. So we're going to follow a downward trend. Okay? Notice this is not a straight line in any way, shape, or form. That is your final product for a profile. Okay? The ones that have the 2 of the same value, okay, you do not put a straight line. You follow the same trend you were going. So in this case, we started at 310 and we went all the way down to 250. We're going to keep going down to 250, but not hit 240 and then come back up. Okay? That's pretty much how you do profiles, guys. That's the whole thing with profiles.
It's not letting me right on.